Ali, you were actually mentioning in part one your colleague John, who just recently, I understood, did a detailed report about the fact that it was the Israelis killing their own people on October the 7th. You just want to briefly recap some of that. People can watch that online.
Actually, that report I think you're referring to is by my colleague David Sheen. And
David
since
Sheen.
October 7th, yes, since October 7th, we've done extensive reporting on what happened on October 7th. And again, using largely Israeli sources, which show that contrary to the official narrative and the one spread by Western media propaganda, Israel killed many, if not most, of its own people on October 7th using, under something called the Hannibal Directive, which is this once secret, now widely known Israeli order that allows the military to use overwhelming force to stop Israelis being taken captive, even if that means killing those Israelis in the process. And the Hannibal procedure was applied widely on October 7th and ordered from the top. That's something we've documented again from Israeli sources. And in addition to that, there was just indiscriminate fire, panic, and chaos as the Israeli Army's Southern Division collapsed under the sophisticated and well-planned military attack by the Palestinian resistance. And what we've also documented since October 7th through very meticulous reporting, again, based largely or almost entirely on Israeli sources, is how to cover up this massive failure and this massive killing of its own citizens, Israel, including Israeli senior military officers like General Barak Hiram and Colonel Golan Vach, who our colleague David Sheen reports on in detail, manufactured atrocity tales, including the tales of burned babies, children being tied together and set on fire, families being murdered at their dinner table, and of course the claims of mass sexual violence on October 7th. The evidence is clear. None of this ever happened. It simply didn't happen. And we document that, but you won't find it on the BBC or CNN or the New York Times, who instead continue to perpetrate and advance these hoaxes.